this is all that comes in the box. And there's no unboxing to speak of because it's just in a plain cardboard box. Now I ordered this directly from Redcat Canada, and I got it.
Okay, full speed pass.
And welcome to the Philip Cochran channel, viewers. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. It helps this channel grow, and it helps me bring you these great videos that we all love. So on today's show, we've got the Redcat Racing Shredder XTE 1/6 scale, ready to run, 4x4 brushless, stadium truck, truggy, monster truck, I don't know what you call it. Kind of like the style though and the look of it. It's kind of grown on me. As you can see, they've got the shock towers mounted low so they could drop the body down kind of low, which is nice to give it lots of coverage. I like the look of it. The wing comes separate in the box. You just push it on with a couple of body clips here. So as you could hear and see, we've already got a couple of batteries in here just to test it out. I'll shut those off for a sec and unplug those. These are just the only 7.4s that I have with Dean's connectors on because I use XT60s, and this comes with a series type connector on it already built onto it. So in order to use this, you have to have two different batteries because they've got the positive and negative wired together in two different plugs. So if you just plug one battery into one of these types of connectors here, it just won't work. Alright, so we'll go on to connectors in just a second here. Let me put that aside. So there's a little closer look to the truck, to the inside of it. It comes all pre-assembled except for the wing. You've got brushless motor, 80 amp speed control, big bore shocks. Those wheels are 7 inches in diameter. It's got 17-inch wheel hubs. The overall dimensions of this thing are massive. It is a full 30 inches long or so, and 1.5 feet wide, 18 inches wide. The wheels itself there are like 7 inches in diameter. It's a big truck. And just to give you an example, comparison, you've seen me been driving the Big Rock. Big Rock looks pretty tiny compared to this. This is a big tent scale too. And on the last video we just showed the Arma Typhon here, which is an 8 scale, but it's based on the same chassis as that. So this is a proper 8 scale sized vehicle, I would call it. And I'm trying to line up the front axles there so you can kind of get an idea of the size difference. This is definitely 1/6 scale. When you get to this size, and I've seen it held up in comparison to a 5th scale, it's almost identical. And in fact, I think they're using some parts from Redcat from their Rampage, I believe it is. And I think there's some other parts from the Landslide on here that they've combined to make this vehicle. And I got a really great deal on it. These are hard to find, these vehicles, even though they have been out for several years. But I would scoop one up for sure if you're an RC fan and you don't have one. It's a great truck. So that's it. You just get an instruction manual and the controller. It's a nice controller. It's the same controller that Redcat's had for quite a long time. It's been revamped a little bit there and stuff. You've got all your trims and stuff under this little door in it. It's a nice radio. It's very comfortable. Again, I've had a Redcat vehicle for like 15 years with zero problems to it. Zero. Absolutely. So I'm a pretty big fan of their, even though they're a budget brand, I'm a pretty big fan of them. And I think this thing has got great potential, right, to get people into this kind of scale truck. So, as they say, bigger is better. And this thing, when it's on a 6 cell, moves along. I've seen it do 50-60 miles an hour, so that's more than fast enough for a big scale vehicle like this. So let's get this plug changed so I can run the batteries that I have, because like I said, I don't have anything with Dean's on it. And we'll get that light bar installed. We've got this light bar here to install on top of that body. I've got another light kit coming for this thing though. And that's our show for you today, folks. Love and peace from Canada. And we are YouTube.